Yeah, good morning, everyone. Friday we saw US market remain flattish, though Dow was down, but S&P 500, which is a broader index of 500 stocks, are more of a flattish. Uh, if we see retail sales in the US market, that declined by around 1.9% versus expectation of decline of 0.1%, and last quarter uh, up of around 0.3%. So this is mainly maybe because of increasing cases of Omicron, which is impacting the retail demand. But apart from that, a lot of financial results came yesterday, on Friday, that is before market opening, like JP Morgan and uh, another company which came with the result was Citi. Both the company declared result ahead of expectations, but the shares declined, mainly the concerns over the coming period. Similar was the case with BlackRock also. That also shares declined post reporting comparatively better number. So they are indicating indications that market is overbought and there is a profit booking post result in the US market. And today morning, what we are seeing that the futures are marginally down in the future market of the US. Asian market are seeing mixed reactions, wherein Japan, Australia, and China are up, but Hong Kong, Korea, and other nations are down. Even if you see the commodity also, they are down, except oil which is up to 86.4, almost up by around $1 from Friday level. But aluminum is down by around 1%, copper is down by around 2%, iron ore by 2.5, and steel is down by around 2%. This is all mainly because the dollar index, which was correcting in last 4 5 days, has reversed, and yesterday it has now it has started moving up from level of around 94.5. It is at around 95.2 somewhere. So that is impacting the metal stock. Apart from this, if I see in India, HRC prices, that is the hot rolled coiled steel prices, are flattish, whereas against that, the cost of production is increasing sharply. What we are seeing that the coking coal, which is the key raw material for steel in blast furnace, has again moved up over $400, and now it is at around $410. If you see earlier, it went up to around $420 and then corrected to $320, and from there again it has moved up back to $420. And similar is the case for thermal coal also. Thermal coal is also moving up, and it is now at around $160. So coal is really putting a lot of cost pressures on steel making, and thermal coal prices increase will also have impact on the even cement company as well. The increase in the coal prices are mainly on two accounts. Indonesia has stopped export considering their situations, which said we said at the beginning of the Jan also, that Indonesian government has stopped the export of thermal coal, whereas in Australia, because of the weather conditions, the exports are reducing, and these are impacting the supply side of the coal and coking coal and are having impact on the prices. Both these regions seems to be more of a short term, maybe for a month or so, but till that time it will have its own impact. Uh, now I'll request technical team to take up from here.
Yes, thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. This is Swati. Today, looking towards the Asian market, I believe our Nifty is likely to open slightly on a downside, close to 18,200 to 20 levels, and we might witness some profit booking during a day. Now, looking towards the technical setup, 18,170, 18,100 level will act as a crucial support zone. Any move below that level, we might extend some fall of this rally towards 18,000 and 17,900 levels on the downsides. Whereas on a higher level for the today intraday purpose, the resistance is placed at 18,270 levels. Any move above that level, we expect a pullback rally to be continued towards 18,340 to 18,400 levels on the higher mark sides. The overall view will remain a cautious as of now because already we have seen a very good amount of a rally from almost 17,400 towards 18,300 levels or almost onwards. So the profit bookings can be seen at the higher levels. So those who are having any long positions try to book the profits, or else they can maintain the strict stop losses and maintain your long positions. Coming towards the bank nifty side, Bank Nifty for the today intraday purpose, the support is placed at 38,270 levels. Any move below that levels, we might fall towards 38,000 levels and 37,730. Whereas the resistance is placed at 38,780. Any move above that level, we expect a rally to be continued on the higher side towards 39,000 levels. So these are the important support and resistance level for the Nifty and the Bank Nifty. Coming towards the Nifty Finance, 18,500 is the first resistance level. Above that level, 18,630, 18,700 levels can be seen. Whereas on downside, 18,230 and 18,100 are the important support levels. I think that's it from my end. I request Niro to take a call forward.
Yeah, thank you, Swati. See, on the derivative front, looking at the overall open interest, still, the open interest is less. The PCR is at comfortable levels. The only real issue is the VIX. Looking at the VIX, it is still at 16 and a half levels. Now, we are in the second half of the Jan expiry, and the budget is going to come in. So the VIX is not likely to go down any further. It is going to remain constant or probably move up. So that is one area of concern. Now we will see a lot of volatility on either direction, and next 15 days there can be sudden moves on the downside as well. So what we would suggest is, start booking certain amount of profits. There has been a big rally in the indices and stocks, and now is the time to book certain profits and stay a little bit light, and obviously trade for a 2 3 day period, but not look further, at least up till the budget. Also, looking at the open interest from the call and put side for Nifty, the picture is pretty much clear. There is strong resistance now at 18,300 and 18,500 levels. So every time we come here, we will face some amount of pressure going forward. Um, Also, on the downside, 18,200 strike has considerable open interest, but not as much at this point of time. So the support now comes to 18,000 levels, which has the highest open interest amongst puts, and we might just about retest this level going forward. So look out for the same. So for this week, we believe some amount of selling can come in, from and the range should be around 18,000 to 18,500 odd levels. From the stock specific front, GNFC has seen some good amount of open interest built up, and along with it, Bharti also seen good OI built up. Very important to note, there has been some short covering action in the metal space, and this metal space seems to have now picked up good momentum. For this week, we might see further buying in this space, and sale seems to be the best option amongst them, because a good amount of shorts were built in into the system for this stock, and we are seeing good covering of positions. So sale should be one stock which should be looked out for, and the other one is Bharti from the telecom space. Bharti also seems to be a good bet for the next 2 or 3 days. Good open interest has been built in along in the last 10-15 days, and rollovers have been good for this as well. So definitely worth a watch. That's it from my side. I'd like to ask the fundamental team to take over, please.
Good morning. HDFC Bank result was slightly above estimates. Net interest income grew by 10%, OPEX by 15%, which led to core operating profit growth of slightly lower at 10%. We believe that going forward, retail and SME momentum is very strong. So as the mix of these two segments increases, the NII growth will also mirror the advances growth, which was at 16% going forward. So core operating profit should also grow at higher levels in future. Credit cost dipped to a 3-year low at 1%, which was a good positive surprise. Profit growth accordingly grew by 18%. So we believe that going forward, 18 to 20% is the kind of profit growth as well as the stock compounding which one should expect. Also on asset quality side, gross NPAs declined to 1.26% versus quarter on quarter 1.35%, so about 9 basis points decline. And slippage ratio was also witnessed good decline to 1.5% against previous 4-quarter average. If we see, it was around 2%. So good overall performance on asset quality side also. On Hero MotoCorp, they will be investing 420 crores in Ather Energy. Hero is already holding 35% stake in Ather, the two-wheeler EV company. With this investment, their stake is likely to increase further. There are also other companies which will be investing in this round of capital raising. So going forward, for the longer term point of view, it is positive for Hero. Tata Motors has issued statements to its vendors that it is targeting to achieve sales of 50,000 electric vehicles in FY23. So that will amount to approx 12% of its FY23 total passenger vehicle sales. Just to get an idea, in the month of December 2021, EV sales formed 5.6% of their total passenger vehicle sales. So we are talking about here more than doubling of the mix in FY23. So that is positive. And also 2 years post FY23, they are eyeing a figure of 125 to 150,000 units, which is positive from a longer term point of view, and also justifies the valuation at which the private equity recently invested in the company. So positive for Tata Motors. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Metro Brands has come out with their results during the weekend. This is the newly listed company of shoes. So results have improved. The sales came 59 grew by 59% YOY, and also the EBITDA margins have improved to 34.7 versus 32% last year. However, this is backed by the strong gross margins. However, the management has said that in the coming quarters, overall gross margins is likely to normalize back to its normal 55 to 56% versus 59% what we have seen in Q3. However, the demand outlook remains strong as the company has done one of the highest store expansions during the quarter and opened 39 stores in Q3. And they've also tied up an exclusive tie-up with FitFlop for all the sales channels. So they would be selling the FitFlop. That's a European company. So overall, this is a positive development, and we can expect some positive movement for Metro Brands in today's trade. Another news is that Sequent Scientific has appointed Rajaram Narayan as the MD and CEO, effective from 11th April 2022. He was earlier at Sanofi India, where he was the MD and country chair for India. This is positive for Sequent Scientific. Aster DM, the hospital company subsidiary, has signed a lease agreement for Greenfield Hospital project in Kerala with an initial investment of 140 crores. However, though the new hospital would come in 2.5 years. This is overall positive for Esther DN. So thank you for today.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. HCL Tech has posted its result. The company has posted above expectation numbers for the quarter with CCQ on Q growth coming in at 7.6% versus expectation of 4.1%. This is highest in last 12 years. Growth is supported by growth both in the services and the product and platform business. TCV for the quarter came at $2135 million, which is up 64% year on year. EBIT margins came in flat Q on Q at around 19%. For FY22, revenue is expected to grow in double digits in constant currency terms. Growth is expected to be supported by growth in the services business. Product and platform business is expected to grow by 0 to 1%, which is in line with what the company had guided previous quarter. Q4 is a seasonally weak quarter for product and platform business. EBIT margin is expected to be in the range of 19 to 20%, 21% for FY22, wherein management indicates of meeting the lower end of the guidance. Overall, FY23 is expected to be better than FY22. Other than this, company has also acquired Star Shema for a total consideration of $42.5 million, which will help the company to enhance its capabilities in data engineering business. The transaction is expected to be closed by March 2022. And CY20 revenue for the company stood at $13.6 million. Share stock is trading at 23.6 times FY23 EPS. Outlook is long-term positive for HCL Tech. Other than this, Hinduja Global Solutions has announced a buyback of rupees 1,000 crore. The quantum of the buyback pricing and timing is not known yet. And with this, the company has also acquired the distribution business of Next Digital in an equity swap deal. However, the ratio is not known yet. The deal would involve acquiring digital and media business comprising broadband, digital, cable television, content syndication, and teleshopping. This is negative to the company. Thank you.
Good morning. Tinplate Company of India reported its result on Friday, and the result has improved. Revenue increased by 21% sequentially at 1180 crores. EBITDA came at 133.5 crores, up by 25%. Margins have also increased to 11.3% versus 10.9%. Apart from this, Dalmia Cement, which is a subsidiary of Dalmia Bharat Limited, has announced its commencement of commercial production at its Murli plant in Maharashtra. The cement capacity of this plant is 2.9 million ton, and with this, the total cement capacity of the company has increased to 35.9 million ton. This is positive for the company. Thank you.
Yeah, results for 20th Jan. Asian Paints is likely to report number, and they are likely to report good numbers. Revenue is likely to increase by around 24% year on year, and margins are likely to bounce back and come back to their company normal level of around 20% from 13% in the last quarter. Though last year, same quarter, they were having very good margin of around 26%, but that was an extraordinary high margin. Normal margins for the companies are at around 20%, and they are coming back to 20%, and the revenue increase of 24% is quite good. So Asian Paints results are likely to be positive. Stock is at around 78 time FY23 earning, which is already factoring in quite a bit positive of the company. Then Biocon is likely to report number. Here again, results are likely to be better. The revenue is likely to increase by around 12%, and sales EBITDA is likely to increase by 32% year on year. Quarter on quarter also, there will be an 18% increase in EBITDA, absolute EBITDA, and EBITDA margins are likely to expand by around 130 basis point quarter on quarter. So Biocon result is also likely to be improving. Then Container Corporation results is likely to be more of a stable number. Margins are likely to stay stable quarter on quarter, and revenue is increasing about 10%. CNT is also likely to show improved result with revenue increasing by 5% quarter on quarter in dollar term, and EBITDA is likely to decline quarter on quarter, as is the same with most of the companies because of the high employee cost. So result is likely to be better on account of good increase in revenue. Then Havels India is likely to report number. Here the numbers are likely to be more of okay set of numbers. Sales is likely to increase by 13% year on year on high base of last year, and margins are likely to remain. Margins are likely to come off year on year from 16% to around 14%, and quarter on quarter it is likely to remain around the 14% level. Then Hindustan Unilever is also likely to report number. The numbers are likely to be declining. The revenue growth expected volume growth expected at around 2%. Revenue is likely to show year on year growth of around 9%, and the EBITDA margins is likely to show marginal improvement, though gross margin is likely to show further decline in this quarter. So results are likely to be declining. Then emphasis result is likely to be declared, and this is likely to show improved set of number. Again, revenue in dollar terms are likely to increase by around 5.4% quarter on quarter, but margins are likely to come under pressure and likely to decline by around 20 pips quarter on quarter, mainly because of the high employee cost. Persistent system again likely to report good numbers. Dollar revenue is likely to increase by around 8.8%, and margins are also likely to remain more of a stable. The persistent systems likely to show improved set of numbers. Orient Electric is likely to report number. Here the numbers are more of a okay set of numbers. Revenue is likely to increase by around 7.4% year on year, and the margin year on year will decline by around 300 basis points from 13.6% to 10%, but 10%, 13.6 was an extraordinary high margins in the last year same quarter, but which is declining, but the normal margins are at around 11%, so they are remaining short of that. Right now the margins expected at around 10%, so more of a declining set of numbers for Orient Electric. Then Super Stop is likely to report number. Here the expectations of improved set of numbers with revenue growing around 30% year on year, and margins are also likely to show good improvement in this quarter. This is seasonally a good quarter for all retail companies because of the wedding and festival seasons. Margins are likely to improve to 21% from 13% last year and 11% last quarter. So likely to report good numbers. PNB Housing is likely to report number. Here the numbers are likely to be more of a flattish, both year on year and quarter on quarter. And South India Bank is likely to report numbers. Numbers are likely to, last quarter they reported declining set of numbers. This may continue in this quarter as well. So that's all from us. Thank you very much and have a good day.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.